What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Happy Thursday. Listen, we're gonna party like it's Friday. Okay. What's up, Andrew Taylor? Yes, indeed. Wait till y'all learn the words today. Anyways, what's up, RC Cool 1318? How's everybody doing? Sorry, it's one of them live streams. On the docket, the main parts of the docket today will be Black China's mother, Tokyo Tony, Tasha K, Tina Knowles, and Chrisean Rock. And in between that, we're going to cover other things that may spark your interest or newsworthy things. And, before I get into it, listen, okay, when I do certain things, that's me trolling. I know it gets the people going, okay? But one thing that I would not do is engage with bottom feeders. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and nitpick the lies that people tell or whatever. I feel like if you don't like somebody that's a content creator, if they're not trending, why are you talking about them for hours to maintain your audience? So you can't really say that you're not focused on that particular person or don't like that person or don't want access to that person. You don't get to just run your mouth about somebody and there not be any consequences. And online, those consequences include, but it's not limited to, people responding, which is what I'm not finna do. I've just collectively decided that sometimes bottom feeders have to be let go. I left the hood in my real life. Ain't no need for me to stay and lurk around the hood online, right? So we're not going to do that. I think it's peaceful to set boundaries and block everybody in your chat to make it look like a ghost town while you're talking ish. It really renders it ineffective. So that's just what it is. Like, no beef, no shade. I'm not obligated to collaborate with bottom feeders, and bottom feeders are not obligated to collaborate with me. And also, they can call me a bottom feeder too, okay? Well, guess what? People are able to change, right? Like when I came on here with the Clubhouse energy, I was just full throttle being 100% myself, and y'all just totally misunderstood that. And so I'm trying something new before I, go back into it. But most importantly, we're going to get rid of the bottom feeders. I set my boundaries. Like, I want people to know that if I set a boundary to say that I'm not going to rock with you, I'm not going to engage with you, that's just a boundary in itself. It doesn't matter the reason. If I don't want to engage with you, I don't want to engage with you. But for you to go out and continue to rewrite history or tell your one-sided perspective of thing, begging for a response, like, that's done and over with. That's bottom feeder mentality. Like, y'all should be able to move on. And I know you have to talk about me to keep your audience going because you don't have any faith in yourself. You don't have any faith in yourself to just grab any piece of trending news and trending topic and just go live about it and do your content. I understand it. I get it. I get you lack confidence, and I get you want somebody like me to feel bad. Everything good about me, people try to take it and say it's bad or whatever. That's going to happen. We cannot stop that, but we can control what we engage, what we listen to, and so forth. And be careful of listening to liars, even though you feel like that person is a liar, but that person is funny or whatever. Be careful dealing with those people whose whole platform is to lie on other people who are covering trending topics like myself. Be careful with those people. And that is my actual official response. I don't have to engage. I don't have to actually nitpick anything that you say because you're not growing. Your bubble is going to believe whatever your bubble wants to believe, including, but it's not limited to, your behavior, your total behavior, and they've seen and witnessed it. So all of that stuff goes and come to light. So I would not be responding to these people. They're going to talk, and I don't want you to listen. And if you're listening, at the very least, look for any and every reason to report them, specifically for harassment and bullying, brigading, platform manipulation. Sit there and talk about people all day, but then you talking about somebody obsessed with you. No, people got the right to clap back. And if I clap back at your ass, don't play the fucking victim, okay? Every single time I clap back, they play the victim. And we're not doing that, okay? Y'all take y'all bottom feeder asses piling up in chats, acting like it's actual community because nobody in your real fucking life likes you or want to deal with you. Take your ass over there while I tap into people who have lives and have shit to lose and are like-minded and, most importantly, can think critically, okay? But anyways, that's the response. Shout out to Big Mama for the 15 gifted. Shout out to A Brown Baby for the gifted. Miss Bunny for the gifted. We got 3 more days to go. Can we get like fucking 50 gifted memberships if I like, can we get 20 gifted memberships today? 20 gifted memberships today, please and thank you. Twitch is the #1 platform to support me on. You guys see it pinned in the comment section of that other platform. Additionally, I want to incorporate like dropping a link. So if I say something that's misinformation, you guys could come up and correct me. This is not a space or platform to attack the content creator. For instance, if I'm talking about Kim Kardashian and Ray J and I don't get my facts straight, come up and debate me and add value to this live stream based upon the trending topic. Okay, if I'm not in the blogs, if Gene Deal didn't allegedly knock me out, why are people talking about me, right? People talk about other people like Tasha K, who's a YouTuber, or the petitioner, or anybody that's just constantly trending over these big platforms that use them maliciously, and people feel like that they got to get their lick back. But at a certain point, that has to stop, and you have to come to your senses. Stop misappropriating social media to hurt other people's brands, likeness. This is supposed to be a fun place. So everything that I do it with non-maliciousness, including separating and segregating myself from bullshitters. What's up? Anyways, shout out to you guys for being here. Shout out to the moderators for being here. Let me see who's in the building right now on Twitch. Yes, indeed. Come on, can y'all make it plain up in here? Or is that played out? Because, we don't stay stuck on the same jokes before they recycle them. Aunt Deb, thanks for being here moderating. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here moderating. And I know you're not with me specifically, but just with BS going on. You're at like a rocky patch, but I value you and I value the relationship we have. So I just went ahead and blocked people so I don't see it or anything because, again, people want to play the victim. But shout out to you for weathering the storm. Shout out to you for sticking with me regardless of what people said and did. When people try to turn you against me and tell you not to support me, when people try to brainwash you on other people's platforms, thank you to everybody. Thank you, Big Mama. Thank you, Arvira. Thank you. Absolutely, Big Mama is definitely
Big Mama's here.
We know. Come on, you ain't got to be making all the goddamn noise. I'll make it Wayne, make it
Big Mama's here.
Make it Wayne. I'm just kidding with you. Anyways, shout out to y'all, man, to the moderators, everybody on Twitch. Remember, the best way to support me is by subscribing to me on Twitch, right? You tired of commercials? Okay, well, just subscribe to me on Twitch, and you don't have to watch no commercials on no platform. And just come to Twitch, okay? Twitch is the #1 platform that we're building. Okay, we're building it over here. I got my hair braided, so my head is hurting. Okay, this is surgery that went on in my head today. And oh my gosh, I got to get it cut. I didn't get it cut, so I feel a little bit bad and down about that. I spent a lot of time talking to my mom today. It's her birthday. Shout out to Mama Dukes, doing everything that she want to do. And I realized that, like, my mom is not a child. Like, I don't have to babysit my mom. She do what she want to do. And I should be happy for that. And, we had a great conversation. And I had to apologize that I can't do for her what she would do for me or did for me. Last time I seen my mom was on Thanksgiving, the holidays, like real normal people who got normal families. They with their family and mothers on the holidays. My mom, she spent a lot of money to, make sure I was comfortable, make sure I was good and stuff. And I just felt bad because I couldn't get her anything compared to what she did for me. So, it was one of them live streams to where I just had to go down a laundry list of thanking her and laughing at stuff that we had in the past. So that was the bulk of my day and my time today. Okay. So if all of y'all got mothers and parents that are still here, especially great grandparents, great uncles, ask them for their information. Love them, appreciate them, uplift their spirit. When you talk to people that are getting older, my mom is like not old. If you ask her, she's forever 21. Like, don't ask me. Anyways, but when you talk life, you bring life into these people's lives, it makes them live longer and so forth. Thank you so much for making it rain. Absolutely, thank y'all. And no, I didn't mention anything about people posting my mother, posting my deceased relatives. My family don't care about any of that. And because they don't know it, first of all. I mean, I do have family that will pull up and that will get on platforms and be like, if you think I'm bad, like my family will take over the whole internet if y'all think that I'm the shit, right? So, but I don't get them involved and stuff like that because it's really not important. It's just the internet, honestly. But yeah, shout out and thank you guys so much for saying happy birthday to my mother. What she like to do is what she like to do. That's all I have to say. I ain't got no judgment for my mother. That lady birthed me, carried me, went through hell with me, stomped me out one time, sprayed me in the eye with rose spray when I was disrespectful. Yeah, all of that other stuff. Went to prison. My mom is still here. My mom is doing what she want to do. Enough about my mom. I just wanted to say happy birthday to her publicly. Elizabeth said, I don't so you are blessed tonight. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Looking nice as always. And shout out to Mama Denai. Absolutely. And shout out to everybody else over there on the other platform. Oh, let me mute that. Shout out to everybody else on the other platform. Can I get some more likes, please? And thank you. Liking the video, it tells me that you probably ain't invested in me financially just yet, or you just watching, you're a hater, you somebody that I don't even want to be here. Hell, unlike it. With, without regards. Anyways, shout out. Let me see who's in the chat over there. Shout out to Chandra Brown, Riri. Shout out to all of y'all. Why y'all are not on Twitch? Why are y'all not on Twitch? Okay, why are y'all not on Twitch? Twitch is the place to be. Shout out to Angela Brown 7. Thank you so much for that $9.99 super sticker that you gave me before I even went live. I was like, oh wow. I don't have to bribe nobody. I don't have to op up. I don't have to talk about another loser, wannabe content creator. I don't have to harass people to make money. I don't have to push false narratives. People want to pour into me out the rip. That means a lot to me. Love you, appreciate you. Everybody subscribe to me on Twitch. All right, that is the toxicity thrown out, the welcome. All right, you guys can support me throughout this video, but most definitely at the end, get your money, get your wallet. I want the skins and the ends out your memory pocketbook. Let's get into the docket. I am T'Challa.
Hey, what's up, YouTube family? It's Denai. I got big dreams to see the world and do what my heart believes. Everything ain't what it seems, so I'm here to tell you the truth about pop culture, hip-hop, and some of the most toxic shit across the web. Forget Charleston White. I'm the one. Like it or not. Better subscribe to my channel and like this video, because I'm not gonna stop.
I am T'Challa. T'Challa. All right, so first on the docket, like per usual, I don't understand why people feel like that they can assault bus drivers, or why bus drivers feel like they can get into conflict and beat on people's children. But here's the thing, like if you put your hands on a bus driver, that is an assault on a public official. And, I just want to point the situation out, how the son is the culprit while the mother's out there doing the most, and her and this bus driver got into a fight.
Your hands on my motherfucking son. Like I said, you will not put your hands on my motherfucking son. And that's what
and look at him, all in grown folks' face, sitting there laughing and smiling. Your homeboy on the bus who probably boosted you up to do whatever you done did to offend this lady is laughing, going to his parents like he's a good child when he looked like that big old nigga off of what is it? Don't be a minister. Boys in the hood. And y'all supposed to be the parents of your children. After they done learned their school lesson and disrespected the white folks all day, this is what they got to go home to, huh? I like how the other people are just there to collect their kids and they got shit to do with that. I like how they're just minding their business.
Touch me again, you'll find out. Touch me again.
She said, touch me again. Okay, and this is a public official saying, touch me again, meaning that it has already been violation.
Yeah. Touch me again. I sure did, and I'll touch you. Touch me again. I said you won't touch me again. I bet you won't touch me again. I'll be your bitch. I'll be your bitch, your son, if you want to. Bitch, don't you ever fucking touch me.
Oh, it look like she got beat up. I thought you let the bus driver beat you. He the main problem. She got beat up. You got beat up, and you're going to jail for assaulting a public. You assaulted and battered a public official. You know they like to stack the charges and shit. And the little child, the little boy, Like he a sweet, innocent child. That lady said your son violated her. How many of us then threw spitballs at the bus driver? Then talk to the bus driver. That lady want to do her goddamn job from the looks of it so she can just clock off, go ahead and play bingo. You know, she look like somebody's grandma with a lighter and cigarette chain. You know, lighter and a fucking chain purse and cigarettes on her boobs. That lady mind her goddamn business. You think she gonna let your child come up and play with her and she been driving buses and know all the baby kids in the neighborhood? And you gonna come up there and try to defend your son who you know is a problem child at home and on the bus and in front of crackers in the school. She going to jail for assault on public official. And that lady had the right to beat her eyes out. My whole thing is, why was the bus driver off of the bus? That's the only question I have to ask. And that's not like a legal question. That's more so saying policies. Like, you know, you drop the kids off. Why is the bus driver supposed to wait until the parents arrive there? Is that why she was off the bus? Which is a legitimate excuse. All I know is she need to go to jail. She need to check her son. I'm sorry. You know, and this is one thing that I had to talk with my mom, because I felt like growing up, my mom didn't defend me as much as I thought she should defend me. And my mom told me, my mom was like, you know how bad you was when the people came and told me some stuff about you? I knew it was true because I knew you. I was like, well, yeah, it was true what they were saying, but I felt like you should have protected me. My mama said I ain't falling for that shit. Got older, started breaking the law. You know, and I done told y'all plenty of times, my mama was grinding me with it. My mama would go and get her Easter Sunday outfit and come sit in the courthouse and ask to be called as a witness and talking like it's at a sentencing hearing when there's no judgment, no boot camp, nothing issued. Like, my mama didn't play that shit, okay? Me, my sisters, my brother, when we got in trouble, we know, we wasn't, you know, I was scared to break the law or scared to get in a certain amount of trouble that I couldn't get out, because my mother was not like, I'm not going to put no house up for your bond and everything, because see, I have a set of older siblings too that did all of this stuff before, you know, I realized that my older brothers, they was always gone when I was a kid. I didn't know what was happening. They went through the centers, the juvenile and all that stuff. So by the time I came up, my mama was already trained on what to do. I'm finna go right in here with these white folks. I'm finna drop my ebonics and my accent. I'm finna talk like them. I'm finna act like Mother Teresa, and you just a mannish, badass child. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Okay? That's not the type of coddling this boy has. I didn't have that. I had to think twice. Damn, if I get in trouble, if I go to jail, damn, my mama gonna make me sit in that motherfucker. Hell no, I'm finna go over here. You know? Police unaliving people. You got to learn their rules and regulations, man. It's like second nature to do right unto people. If you do right unto people and treat people how you want to be treated, you don't have to sit there and calculate and think about the law and think about what is right or wrong. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. If I do this or say this to this person, how would I feel if they did it to me? And it starts there. It's basic moralities. So when you're talking about a moral compass, don't come to me. Or bring a bitch like Tokyo Tony in my face who the dog walked her own daughter.
Bitch, you dirty mother. She a dirty motherfucker to me, bitch. I can't stand her ass. I wish I would have got an abortion. I don't give a fuck who say it's harsh. Nah, I wish I would have got an abortion. And if she died a day tomorrow, she going to hell. I told her that too. You can't name one thing she did, because she ain't. It's fake. And I realized when I said it the first time, I got the hammer, of course. And you think I give a fuck about getting a hammer? Bitch, I'm Tokyo. Anything I say in my mouth, I can back it up. Bam, bam, bam. She getting y'all. This witch is getting y'all. This demon is getting y'all. This demon that I birthed. I'm breaking it down today. She in trouble. Bitch,
that is
dirty
so
mother.
ridiculous. And I want to show you guys something on a creative level. You thought I was just telling you about my experience and my mom's birthday. It was leading all the way up into this piece of content. You got to follow the journey, because we ghost ride him. This nasty dog walker who's jealous of her own daughter. Mind you, you had your daughter in the strip club busted it wide open when she was 15, so you can sit back and pimp and pander your own daughter is what you did over there in DC. Let's be clear. Why you ain't deported? Ain't you Dominican? You not black? Somebody like you don't need to represent and be the spokesperson for black women at all. This is egregious behavior. Anybody that can sit up there and say that, Lord, now she done pulled up Black China when she sold her soul to get on the Oscars red carpet looking like a fucking crow. That Cardi B stole that crow idea from Black China. Now she did do that one. Remember Tokyo Tony said, my daughter, I ain't going to back around unless I got 2 pistols in the pit bull. Ugly yuck mouth. Like, she is extremely jealous of her own daughter. She is extremely nasty.
And I realized when I said it the first time, I got the hammer, of course. And you think I give a fuck?
You got the hammer. You mean the hammer that Kaya gave you, and you came out here all balled up, twisted up. Somebody do need to put you in your place.
She getting y'all.
Like, this is an unfit mother, burnt gap unfit mother. You are a whole freaking adult online going at your grown daughter. We just seen this the other day, and we call it unfit, disgraceful. But guess what? People like Tokyo Tony and people that do shit like this, they don't give a damn. Only thing that they want is attention. She even was on TikTok. What was it, like a week ago, telling her to go, I'm going to blow your head out, blow your brain out. Because you want this girl money. You want to be her. You sat up there on Auntie's podcast and had your legs open for the game knowing he smashed your daughter. Everything that your daughter do, you want to do it. You feel like you should be more successful and the center of attention when your daughter's the one who got the money. Your daughter's the one who got the money, baby. Wasn't she just a lesbian the other week where she had some girl over there that ate out and stole and broke up with stuff? Homeless. Like, this is atrocious. Like, why you dragging your daughter like this? I mean, I can see if your daughter was a nuisance running around with her head cut out like a chicken and you coming out saying something to help her or saying something to clarify why she's a certain way. Now, that's very different than you just off the rip dragging your daughter who is not involved in no beef, not even trending around the internet like that, just selling her glutathione pills, selling her eyelashes and just doing her damn thing. This is atrocious. It gives straight up jealousy, straight up. And guess what? Like, what society tells you, the Bible, in fact, tells you to honor your mother and your father. What happens when your child become a mother or a father? Where's the punishment and the consequences for parents just totally annihilating their kids like this? And I done said it many a times before. I done seen a dog give birth, but it don't make it a mother. And Tokyo Tony is definitely a goddamn dog shit. Oh, no. Taki's still getting attention. Yes, she is. Mind you guys, I'm finna segue into the Tasha case stuff. So I want to take a break on the motherhood stuff because I don't want to focus on that aspect of her. So we're going to wrap up the motherhood aspect of the conversation. Okay. We're not going to walk that into the Tasha case stuff. But I have a link posted. If anybody wanted to hit the link is pinned, or just let me know in the comment section below. So, I came onto the YouTube streets, August, years ago. And then, around February, March 2023 is when I was like, okay, let me see what's going on with this Tasha K court case, because she's constantly going viral with Cardi B, and there's a $4 million judgment, and I think the case was on appeal. As a matter of fact, it was on appeal by February 2023. It was still on appeal. It was pending at the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. Now, prior to the 11th Circuit Court of Appeal issuing its decision, after they issued their decision, and prior to Tasha K filing a bankruptcy petition, she had did something that was very remarkable and problematic to me, and that was she dissolved Kibi Studios LLC on 4/20/2023. I remember I brought this to everybody's attention because I said, girl, you must be motherfucking high. You going to jail if you get a judgment, and at that time she did get a judgment from the 11th Circuit saying she owed her $4 million, and then she dissolved Kiwi Studios. And I said, you're going to jail. You must be high. Them crackers know what you're doing. They already calculated it. You better not file a bankruptcy petition. I specifically said that once I seen those two things happen. 11th Circuit confirmed you owe $4 million. Dissolved Kiwi Studios. I predicted it on April the 20th, 2023. Tasha K is finna file bankruptcy, and she's dissolving Kiwi Studios, which is an asset that she's trying to eliminate from a bankruptcy petition. They say she sold her house for $1. They say she opened 3 trust funds with $10 in them, trying to embezzle money. Other people said other things, and I was like, I don't know if this is true. I mean, Funky Dineva sat down on TGI Friday and said that Tasha K had a whole conversation with him talking about and bragging about how she was going to scam and not pay that woman her money. That's what Funky Dineva said out of his own mouth. And I covered that. I was like, Tasha K, don't do it. This is what's going to happen. I even made a little fun of it. Like, you know, had a picture of Epstein Island with Tasha K on it because they say her money over there in the Cayman Islands, in Africa, underneath the tree or whatever. But I do know for a fact that she dissolved Kiwi Studio, which is an asset, which further indicates that she could have been interfering with other assets. You understand what I'm saying? And I made a point, and I specifically showed this particular law in Florida, which is the state that she filed the bankruptcy petition, the Florida Uniform Fraudulent Transference Act. How can the act help you collecting on your judgment? South Florida and Central Florida Judgment Collection Attorney. The Florida Uniform Fraudulent Transfer Act. How can you help? Yeah, y'all already read that. The Florida Uniform Fraudulent Transfers Act is contained in Florida Statute Section 726.101. Provides creditors, judgment holders with various forms of relief to avoid a debtor's defendant's fraudulent transfer of assets or fraud. A creditor, a plaintiff, may avoid a debtor's transfer where the creditor shows that the transfer was made with actual intent to hinder, delay, or defraud. To that end, this act provides a non-exhaustive literal of factors referred to as badges of fraud to consider when determining whether a debtor's transfer is fraudulent as to the creditor. And then it lists off all these things, and within these 10 things, the transfer obligation was to an insider. If you opening, trust funds and they're going to your kids, that's still your property. If you're transferring it to your husband, or if you're dissolving Kiwi Studios and bringing Yellen Productions and it's still your husband's company, y'all have a direct relationship, that's still your asset. I said all of this stuff. The debtor retained possession or control of the property transferred. The transfer obligation was disclosed or concealed before the transfer was made, or obligation was incurred. The debtor had been sued or threatened with the lawsuit, which means that any and every asset that Tasha K dissolved, sold, passed off as somebody else since as early as 2018, around the time when she wiped her booty with the cease and desist notification from Cardi B, any and everything that she did business-wise has to be accounted for in a bankruptcy petition, because that's the sole purpose you filed the bankruptcy petition. So after the 11th Circuit said you owe the $4 million, and Tasha K dissolved Kiwi Studio and then brought in Yellen Entertainment or whatever her husband's company name, that right there was an act to transfer funds and funds. If you went to Africa and gave the money to some of your sister-in-laws or your shared wives, or probably you or whoever, and then they gave it to him, that's still to be counted and collected for. This money is moving in certain ways. And so I put that into perspective. I was like, there's no way that you can actually avoid paying Cardi the money in the time rate of whatever she want, compared to you filing a bankruptcy petition controlling the disproportion of money. She can actually go back into that case or even file a new case pursuant to this Fraudulent Void Transference Act to uncover all of your assets and everything that you did financially since she served you the cease and desist notification all the way up until today. And so my whole thing is everybody was under the impression that Tasha K sold her house. And Tasha K's Georgia estate hits the market. Interested buyers encouraged to DM. And it's one thing to have a real estate broker who's posting up a house and your name to have been tied to that house. But according to the bankruptcy petition, Tasha K's house was no longer hers. But now you're running around social media commenting on all of these blogs saying, if you're interested in buying it, hit me up, which is essentially confirming that you still have ownership and access to it. So you can sell it for $1 and pass it off to somebody else. You still have control and ownership of this. And my whole thing is what you're doing now, years later, is what you should have done years ago. Like, you moved to a Florida apartment, apparently, I don't know what it was, while somebody else was in your house paying you rent, if that was the case or whatever. I don't know her business like that, but years later, you got to sell the house. The same house that you filled the bankruptcy petition off on and told the bankruptcy court that you don't own it. And now you have all but admitted that you own it by posting this, by commenting on the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, confirming ownership of this. This is your house, and this $895,000 house is not accounted as part of your income or assets in a bankruptcy petition, and now you want to turn around and sell it. And it's a beautiful house, but at the end of the day, it's not smart to move like this. And see, Tasha, that's why they told you I was crazy and don't work with me, because see, just like Jaguar can't get right, I had all the best information for you. And I told you a long time ago, don't put yourself in this situation, because not only did you hide assets and Cardi B can go in on the civil level to collect on this and actually take ownership of this before you can actually sell it. And I think that's what she's going to do. But guess what, y'all? Cardi B hasn't done the worst to her yet, because all of that fraudulent activity that I just told you guys leading up to the filing of a bankruptcy petition is bankruptcy fraud, which is 5 years in a federal prison.
College. You think my lawyers don't know you hiding money in Africa? I'ma get every red cent of my $4 million. Don't ever put Takeoff name in your mouth. Cardi B also said, y'all saying I'm talking about people's kids. I'm talking about how her mouth is going to affect financials for the years, all because she can't stop talking. But I'm wrong for saying that, but it's cool for her to bring up my family. We lost less than a year ago. Y'all saw me waving a GUN after Takeoff passed, or literally months later on Put It On The Floor music video. But let me guess, I'm wrong as always. Cardi B went on Twitter Spaces and she accused Tasha K of embezzlement and a whole lot of other things. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take a listen.
Bitch, you're embezzling. Embezzle. Yeah, bitch, you're embezzling, bitch. You're gonna go to jail. Cause what was that judge's name? The judge from the motherfucking court, from the lawsuit. I forgot his name. His name started with the W. He said, if you hide any money, you're gonna get in trouble by the court. Bitch, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. Am I still on? Am I still on? What the fuck? I think I'm off. Or not on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. And them motherfuckers want to talk about. Them motherfuckers talking about that I was talking about her kids. No, bitch. I wasn't talking about nobody motherfucking kids. Y'all love to twist a bitch fucking words. No, but y'all do that shit to be for your own convenience, though. I wasn't talking about her kids. I was saying, yo, you're not even going to be able to put your kids through college. You're not going to be able to put your kids through college fucking around. Look at the shit that you have fucking, like, you have caused yourself with your motherfucking mouth. You have to move out your house. And by the way, I'm about to take your house, bitch. Since you want to fucking mention that, Takeoff, now I'm about to take your fucking house.
And this was 2 years ago.
And I don't even do this shit, but I'm high off the motherfucking anesthesia. I was under anesthesia for 6 hours, so I got a lot of motherfucking shit to say. Everybody want to flip it. Oh, Cardi don't like talking when people talk about her kids. I was talking about her fucking kids. I said, bitch, keep playing around. You ain't gonna be able to push your kids through college. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. I'm going easy on you. I'm going easy on you. On my mom, I'm going easy on you. I know where you hide your money. You don't think I know how much money that law firm pay you so you can advertise their shit? I know everything, bitch. And I be going easy on you. You wanna know why? Because I don't need that 4 million. But you know who need that 4 million? 4 million? People that are homeless, mothers with addictions that's trying me. And you talking about long live. I don't give a fuck. You don't give a you out here trying to comment shit, trying to be funny. Oh, people grieve. Shut the fuck. You fuck bitch.
So I just wanted to prove a point that 2 years ago, Cardi B, her lawyers, who are way smarter than me, way smarter than Attorney Simone, they said they know you're hiding money. They know you're moving it around differently. And most recently, in a Twitter space rant that Cardi had, she said she was going to maneuver to start collecting more and being more aggressive about it because you just wouldn't shut your mouth. And now Cardi B has petitioned in court for you to show your bank records and your tax records. And when you show that, are you going to show that you was paying property taxes on a house that you claim you didn't own? Because if you don't show that, then now you not only are you hiding assets in bankruptcy petition, but you filing tax returns without these assets on it. Or if you're filing tax returns with the assets on it, that's going to help them in the bankruptcy fraud case against you. And I had a long conversation with one of my supporters because I was like, I like Tasha K. Like, Tasha K is cool. Tasha K makes the blogs. This stuff is making the blogs. It's trending. If this was Tasha K's business and it was happening to her, she wasn't in the blog. She wasn't a public figure. Wasn't literally, she's the queen of toxic media. That's what I call her. Or whatever. She definitely takes the queendom of it. Like, I don't think anybody can take that from her. So she's making the blogs. And I'm like, do I skip over this content or do I be real? I could have came out there bitch joking and laughing and gagging and acting crazy and shit. Like, I could have did, but still I would have had to tell you the truth. So the truth is the truth. Do I wish for anything bad to happen to Tasha K to where she's taken away from her family? That shit? No, I don't. I'm the type of person I'd probably write her and send her money as a fan or whatever. I have nothing to do with her decision in 2018. I wasn't even famous on Clubhouse at this time. I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with it. I just know that when I was giving her information, maybe some of her supporters was telling her I'm crazy and don't listen to him and she wasn't paying attention. Or maybe somebody she's working with, a jealous, ugly creator that drug her for filth, thought that I was dragging her too. Yeah, I was dragging, but I was also telling the truth. And so, I feel like if Tasha would have listened to me, because I was the only person on the internet giving her this information. And I was the only person on the internet predicting that this is a possibility, something's going to happen. And years later, everybody's repeating the same thing Denat said. And yes, I take credit for it because it was my intellect that broke it down a long time ago and saw what was the possibility of it. Y'all have heard me joke many a times. That I guess that's why she don't like me. When I was joking, oh, Tasha, you going to jail. I've been saying that. You going to jail. It was like, girl. As a matter of fact, if I'm not even mistaken, I emailed her the video and I told her, this is what this is. This is what this, don't file no bankruptcy petition. She didn't listen to me. Why? Because I'm denied and I'm crazy and nobody don't like me and everybody ostracized me and I ostracize myself from people and he's just delusional. But now it's hot out the back content for all the gay people that feel a certain type of way to attack her. Like, why you think she don't attack Junkie Dineva like that? Haven't you noticed that when Junkie Dineva did that shit to Tamar Practice, she didn't really go after him like that? Because Junkie Dineva said on TGI Friday, he's a witness to these crimes. Like, and I guess that's the content now, but you know, if it ain't in the blogs, we gonna move on because Did Not told you so. And Lil Boosie said he coming for his bag too. Want to hear it go.
I won't give y'all an update of what's going on right now. I feel a little better now. I just found out this girl been obsessed with me since a kid. My attorney has talked to her family members, even her grandmother. They just gave us everything we needed and told me it's a fact that I've never seen her before in my life. Just say she's been obsessed with me. She broke her daughter ribs. It's just so much stuff, man.
My whole thing is like, this is where it get murky. And now like me thinking objectively, because I too got like a stalker that doesn't realize they're a stalker, right? But he just said, oh, she broke her daughter ribs. I'm like, how did you find the information out? Did you have conversations with her? Okay, when you had those conversations, was she emailing you? Was she texting you? You know, context is key. And for you to figure out she broke her daughter ribs and stuff, it's like, have you been talking to her to figure this information out? Or did you find this out by way of doing a search for her criminal record or whatever, you know? He looked bad and he looked like he under so much stress and distress behind this situation. And I feel your pain, brother. I definitely feel your pain. At least I'm more social media trained than this nigga though.
She's mental. She has mental problems.
Oh,
Lord. All the family members ready to come to court for me.
Oh,
and let them know that this is a lie. So I'm at a better space right now, even though this will never leave out social media. I'm gonna get the truth out, man. I'm gonna get the truth out. Another psychotic fan, man.
I mean, like, it's like you said she broke her daughter ribs, and now the family coming to speak for you. Like, are we supposed to feel like you just got in touch with her whole family less than 36 hours ago? You got to first confirm that they're the family or not. He know this woman. He absolutely know this woman. And what he's doing, because he's not clarifying his, like, it'll be different if he was like, yo, I met this chick one time. We was hanging out. We was cool. She liked me. And I told her no and I moved on. Nigga, you starting to sound like who that was? Soulja Boy just lost a lawsuit. Like, nigga, you did what this lady said you did now. Cause you leaving too many holes in the story.
Now we're doing another investigation on who put.
Well, correction. I don't have proof and I cannot say he did what she said he's doing, but he makes me feel like he's more familiar with this woman than not, because I was even on Clubhouse earlier, and I might go on Clubhouse later in a little bit. Let me know if y'all want me to. But anyways, and we was having a conversation. I was saying how men too, like women, y'all know how y'all got some dudes that y'all don't want, y'all regret. Well, niggas got they fucking I want my back lick too, okay? Niggas got they I want my back list as well. So by the time we done screwed these women or whatever, I want my back. It's disgusting. You should have never put yourself in that situation to give her that. And now you calling her crazy and a stalker. Like, you know this woman. Did it get physical? Like, did she manipulate you into talking to her family or what, nigga? Because we got questions. We got more questions for you than we got for Clarissa Shields.
To do this, you know. So we working, man. I got lawyers. I got private. I got everybody working on. But we talk to the family, and she's been obsessed with me. She has mental problems, and they ready to come to court for me. So great news, bro.
Yeah, it's great, you know. Like, and I feel his pain, and I see why people would probably poke holes in my story and not believe me, because, you know, we live in a society, especially on social media. Black women are the number one consumers of social media. So when one say something, a lot of them have similar stories, and many people, because black people are emotional, we don't know how to separate our own anecdotal experiences with what that person has gone through. It's like when somebody's telling you a story, you see yourself in that picture, or you can put yourself in their shoes. That's like, and mind you, that can be also another form of delusion that she could have definitely experienced or what. Now, Boosie has her painted like she's Legina Gold, claiming that she is the biological child of Aaliyah and R. Kelly, while the mother said Aaliyah was never pregnant and never gave birth. Like, it's, and people believe it. So people are doing so much things for clout, bro. Like, you got to safeguard your brand, your reputation. Now, because he's a famous rapper, he got to pay lawyers money because of this narrative. And by way of him even coming out defending himself, it's still there. And then even after the court case, her name is not going to be forever tied to him. And people ain't going to give a fuck about the truth or the lie. The only thing that they're going to say is, oh, that's that girl, Lil Boosie. Oh, she a Lil Boosie. She going to walk around like her shit don't stink. We see it all the time. It ain't just the transgenders like sitting and start how she did. She ain't getting killed that nigga whole career.
Oh, no.
No. Yeah. Too much trauma bonded to me. I'm sorry. In my heart. Like, that's the thing. Somebody said, in my heart, I believe he did this stuff. You don't even know that man. You just listening to somebody you don't even know online. Are you a part of the Chitlin Circuit sector? Because I'm going to need y'all to get up off of me and put me down. If y'all part of the Chitlin Circuit sector, I'm fucking with you, Tamara. I'm fucking with you, but I'm dead serious at the same time. I know you and I'm familiar with you. But there's some people in the bushes that are part of the Chitlin Cutlet Circus. These factual allegations. Matter of fact, let's go back to her video. Like, she didn't even blank not one time and told this whole story. Lil Boosie. All right, let me pull this up. All right. Like, ain't nobody know this chick. She just popped the hell up on this bitch. On a second. Oh my goodness. I heard it. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna listen to this story, and it's gonna be my first time fully listening to it. So for those of y'all who believe her and, you know, who listen to her, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt real quick. Yo, what the heck?
I'm ready to tell my story, how I was sodomized and raped by the rapper that goes by the name of Boosie. This took place when I was 5 years old. He dated my mother back around the 2000s. And he was a very violent person, what I can remember.
So at the height of his career in the 2000s, and you was 5 years old, like, you know how many women, even men, have some type of trauma to where somebody came in and actually assaulted them. People have those particular traumas, you know, and this is a situation where how can we deny this grown woman talking about her childhood trauma, and she's blaming a celebrity who many people know? That's why I'm looking at this like this could be a situation like Legina Gold, or it could be something real. No matter what it is, if it's real or fake, people are going to tune into it. And how is he going to get off this merry-go-round, or how she's going to get healing? It's not like a soap opera, a trauma fest, and people definitely are trauma bonding with her. As soon as she said, when I was 5 years old, something happened to me, even in my mind, I was like, damn, what was happening to me when I was 5 years old? I remember when I was 5 years old, I was such a happy kid. Same smile, same, pumpkin type of cheeks. And I had my favorite shirt. It was a blue shirt and it had a Pillsbury Doughboy on it. And it was long. And it was like, it was so cool. I really loved that shirt. It looked good on me, yeah, anyways. And then it goes play in my mind. So because you and I have already identified where we were when we was 5, now we're putting ourselves in a situation as if we are her, or as if we are a sibling or another child around her, witnessing what she's going through while she's painting this character of a black man who is the easiest person on earth to condemn.
He was very nice to me in the beginning. And it went about him coming around a few times after the fact, and he started to act like a different person. One night, my mother was asleep, and he came in, and he started to abuse me then around that time. I actually can remember I was sleeping. It was midnight. It was dark. I was sleeping in my bed at my grandfather's house.
So you were sleeping at your bed at your grandfather's house, which is another man that you have put into the picture. You're in a man's house, and this man is abusive to your mother in this man's house, who is your grandfather or your mother's father or uncle or whatever, whoever, a superior relationship, a male figure in your mother's life. And you want us to believe that that man sat back and let Boosie come into his house and abuse your mother, not only abuse your mother, but also grape you?
And I can remember him sexually assaulting me, and he was on top of me.
I'm good. I'm good, girl, bitch. See, this is why you didn't get the part in The Color Purple.
Oh, no.
He was on top of me. Maybe, just maybe, when they remake a movie by Kevin Samuels, go and paint your skin white and say, oh, he was on top of me.
Oh,
we don't believe you, Carrie.
He was on top.
Child. Fake ass tears up out of here. Fake eyelashes, fake hair, fake tears, face full of makeup and shit. Go on, Lamisha Fuller.
He was on top of me. And I cried, and I kicked, and I screamed, and I told him to stop. He kept.
I seen more tears come out of Annette Harris's eyes when she was reading a statement about missing the GoFundMe's and shit at Naziah Harris's, Jarvis butt. Like, this is fake. Haven't we had enough of this shit right here? Like, when it came to Diddy, how many Diddy victims came out and ain't now one of them testified, now one of them showed up to the court? Nobody but Gene Deal, because he big and nasty, just like Diddy like him. Like, aren't we tired? Are we still falling for this? She like worse than Lamisha Fuller. That was a girl that said Diddy had her trafficking with aliens underneath a basement, and they transferred to another dimension, and she don't know what it was, and then the white man son Atwood said, "What was? Did you see any pink powder?" And she said, "Yeah, the pink powder, and then we transferred to another dimension."
Oh,
get your lying ass up out the people internet.
He kept raping me. He wouldn't stop.
Listen. I don't believe this shit, man. Y'all know me. I'm a critical thinker. Okay, and you believe her, you can believe her. You got to exit, go and exit because of your own trauma. We ain't finna do this trauma bond and shit now.
And I can remember him whispering in my ear, and that I would never have a true love. He would always be my first love.
All the trigger points.
I can remember me.
What is she wiping though? Like, it's all an act. You acting like you wiping tears and there's not one. And you would think that you had some fucking Mercury grade tears come as hard as you done wiped. There wasn't no soft nothing. Usually when people are about to tell a story about their trauma and they know it could possibly work them up, they have a little Kleenex on the side. Or something that, she don't have none of that. She put on a face full of makeup and a barnyard wig on it, bitch. Why she ain't got no Kleenex?
Biting him, kicking, screaming for him to get off of me. I was having seizures. I can remember this man leaving me on the floor.
Right, kicking and screaming in your uncle's house. Was it her uncle or granddad? Some nigga. You making a man in your life look soft. Should I had to have that conversation with, my sister. Like, nigga, if this man is treating you bad and you got this nigga smiling up in our faces and shit, and we don't know what the fuck going on, don't have this motherfucker smiling in my face if he's abusive to you. He's putting on the act. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about y'all private life. That's a grown nigga. Y'all can have y'all private life or whatever. I don't give a damn. That nigga better make me think and believe he treating you like a princess. Fuck wrong with you? And so you want me to say and believe that a nigga in the hood from New Orleans allowed Boosie to come up in his house to beat the shit out your mama and grape you while you was kicking and screaming and he ain't did nothing and this nigga living to tell the tale.
Covered in blood.
Oh, no.
He left my grandfather's house and left me covered in blood.
Grandfather's house. So that's your mother's father and you 5 years old. Damn, you just insulted your grandfather turning in his grave right now. That nigga said, bitch, you ain't none of my granddaughter. I ain't never been that soft in my motherfucking life. Unless your granddad was the actual person and now you blaming it on little Boosie because they look alike.
Passed me a towel and told me that I had to clean so I can clean myself. He cleaned himself. He gave me a towel for me to clean myself. And I can remember him leaving the house.
He just treated a 5-year-old like a faking it Harriet Tubman on a $2 bill, bitch. Just done knocked it out. He treated her worse than they did motherfucking than Ronnie did that bitch on the Player Club. They came and all was skeeted and beat you down and had you hollering and screaming in that bitch. And your granddaddy came to the door hurting and it just walked away. Cause Lil Boosie bad ass, so you don't get the fuck out these people internet playing with me. I know so.
I was so tired. I had to crawl to my mother, covered in blood, to get help.
A 5-year-old will beat the blood and poke and called your mother when it was your granddaddy's house. Okay, now where was your granddaddy at? What's her granddaddy's name? Her granddaddy gonna come out there bitch side of like Glorilla Daddy. This bitch need her ass whooped.
He ruined bonds. He ruined my...
He ruined bonds. He ruined my... Ma'am, if anything, you dry snitching on your granddaddy, just like Audra Cherie English, the alleged Diddy victim that was trafficked and they went to the white parties and her family came out and said she told the same story about her daddy right before the man died. And then when the man died, she tried to go to the funeral. And now that her family ostracized her, this shit popping in the blogs about Diddy. So Audra Cherie English came out here and blamed everything her daddy did to her onto Diddy. So it's like we living in a new age where Gen Z is getting more slow and dumber. Is it because y'all parents is creating these fictitious storylines and shit about these celebrities? What the fuck is going on? The generation curse ain't hurting nobody no more, so they gotta attach themselves to somebody like a parasocial relationship. Crazy goofy ass bitches. Don't let nobody get your name tattooed on them. I'm like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. You heard we talking about Rihanna when she told that fan not to get no name tattooed on her. Not too crazy.
Oh no.
Somebody said, Lord, she needs help ASAP. She needs help. I mean, I don't like to speculate, Mel, but I'm hello speculate exactly. Now y'all know me. I'm kind. I'm lovable. People think that I'm all about a kind heart spirit, and then get mad when I've been showed them my teeth, and they ain't talking about no type of motherfucking teeth. Okay. It's the internet raising these kids, just spreading mental illness everywhere. It is. White folks ain't even got to do nothing to us no more. Motherfucker, I know they so mentally ill to the point that niggas is in line these motherfucking days. Get out of here. And I don't know why Hollywood trying to cancel a whole show. ABC cancels The Bachelor after disturbing video surfaces showing reality star Taylor Frankie Paul abusing her child's father and seemingly striking her child. Oh! Child, put this hoe on Zeus Network. This is called a white hoe on Zeus Network, just like this. That's the type of propagation and program that we have, right?
Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do.
They call this shit crazy in love and baddies when it's black women doing it, but when it's a white woman, y'all want to cancel shows. Go ahead and show us. Go ahead and show us how abusive they are. Leave me alone. Go ahead and show us. Thank you. You want to cancel the show? Look at you, and then you cluck the baby upside the head. That is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at her. She's running over a man. I'm like, get your white monkey ass up out of here. I done told y'all they like to call us monkeys and shit. They just like us. Just mainstream media. Don't show it, but we done seen it now.
Have you took a good look at a monkey? A monkey got thin lips. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got light eyes. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got straight hair. Take a good look at a monkey.
Take a good look at this monkey. They want to put us on baddies and pay bitches to get their ass done and shit. These white put hoes like this on baddies, okay? Gretchen, yeah, we need her on baddies. This monkey right here.
A monkey got thin lips. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got light eyes. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got straight hair. Take a good look at a monkey. I saw a monkey on a skateboard the other day. I saw Planet of the Apes. I ain't seen none of us in it. I saw just white folks in Planet of the Apes.
Exactly. No offense to Paula and Stormy. They say y'all monkeys too.
Girl! Why, here they come. Why call you mother?
I'm fucking with
Who are you? Girl! Bring that little boy one more time. Where that little boy go? The little boy that say he a pre-K kid. I want to see him one more time. Girl!
Child, not Jonathan Mayers and told a white woman, you know, a thin lip, thin hair, light eyes like a monkey woman that he wanted her to be his Coretta Scott King, and then got Megan Good to marry you a year plus. I guess she got tired of that punk that's starring in them Tyler Perry movies now. I call himself a pastor, a bishop over at Potter House. She had no choice but to go over to somebody. They in the same business, and she thought that they was going to be like Jay-Z and Beyonce, okay? Jonathan Major, you done took steps back, nigga, on top of the goddamn world. Number 1 and number 2 movie. That white woman, that monkey with them thin lips, thin hair, and light eyes. Did your motherfucking ass in, and now you got a charge on you. Shit, don't no production company want to hire you. They say he filming a MAGA, make assholes great again funded film. Not you done pulled the Nicki Minaj and got Megan Good. Nigga, you got Megan Good. Not gorgeous Megan Good that was cussing Debo out at that motherfucking ice cream truck in Friday. Not you got her. Not you done downgraded her. They say Megan don't get invited to no red carpets affiliated with high school because of this nigga right here. Nigga, if you wanted to marry her and your Hollywood career over, you need to be like Sydney to Monique, huh? Just don't sabotage her. Whatever happened to these black women downgrading for the crazy things I do for love? How many movies and how many more offers and how many more, like this is, she has, that's what I'm saying. This is why black women feel the way that they fucking do. I get it. This nigga was over there with a white woman when you was on top of the world, bitch, and you had a black woman by your side when you was at the bottom, and you dragging her down, stopping her purse. stopping her bag, nigga. She having to have her management and her representation represent you too. Cause they say they don't want her around you. They wanted her to be like Zendaya and go and marry a gay cracker. That's what they wanted for her. And now you there. The movie rose and slowed down. The red carpet attendance then slowed down. You know, the money you ain't gonna win no Oscar. Then slowed down. See, Michael B. Jordan, he's single, and they got him on them Diddy type of tapes. I don't mind giving him an Oscar after calling him a nigga to say I got the award.
Oh, Lord.
And why is, like, child, I don't care what nobody say. Life is an imitation of art. Art is an imitation of life. If you Jonathan Majors and you come out the number 1 and number 2 movie, and the next movie is going to make a break and determine whether you actually have staying power, star power, or was you just a plant like the rest of these niggas up out here? And found out he was a plant. Nigga was in his drawers, Speedos, nigga, tighty whities on Zeus Network just scratching in this shit. And you know Lemon and Pepper done had him plenty of that BBC, but it look gay ass. Just with his tight drawers on, magazine dreams. Like, who the fuck would take a role like that? A slow ass nigga on testosterone and testosterone and magazine dreams. And if you look at Jonathan Majors, that motherfucker looked like one of them grasshoppers off of ants, or one of them aliens that was drinking at the bar on fucking Men in Black before he started shooting that shit up. Now, a life is an imitation of art. You're walking around in your drawers, thinking you look better than Megan. What movie was that when she had that nigga on the counter with his legs all the way the fuck up? Okay, these niggas is the new bitches if you ask me. Bitch ass nigga academics. First of all, didn't I say ban bitch ass niggas BAN like DJ Academics? Yes, it did. Talking about playing with somebody's children. Okay, everybody's a child. I'm a child of somebody and I'm a child of God. But DJ Academics like to play with people's children that's 15 specifically. We ain't never gonna forget how you try to groom that little boy, fly him out and treat him like something, like that was his way into the streaming universe. Gotta walk around with some DJ Academic big worm up him or some shit like that. And you still on the internet running it. Little ass, note ass, bot fly maggot ass, having ass, big ass nigga. You be rocking around with these bitches just for an image. You don't even get hard with them. You get hard when you see your niggas sitting there pulling the Houdini, hoping they high enough to slide off in your big ass booty. Now he want to fuck with a woman. Mona says she doesn't want to go back and forth with Academics because she's a lady, calls him corny. Then the same sentence she admits to attacking him for years unprovoked.
Mm-hmm. And there's really not no line on it. There's a video out right now of Academics saying, that's why she had a seizure. The bitch on her 5th stroke. At one point he go, yeah, I seen the video of her talking about, oh, that's fucked up. You talking about my stroke. No, bitch, I talk about kids. I talk about everything. I ain't never laying off you to that. I never said that. What I said is when you say, you had a stroke, you almost died, or this your 5th stroke or whatever, it takes the fun out of it. Where it's like, I don't have nothing to come back on. Like, it's just kind of corny. That's what I said. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not like super, super shocking. You know, the thing about being super famous is people get to watch the evolution of you from all the way back to, because I didn't know the Chirac stuff. I had to hear about that. But what's the show him and Joey was on?
It was on Complex.
The Complex show they had, Everyday Struggle. The viral clip with Erykah Badu where she calls him Tom and Jerry. It was funny. It was lighthearted. You know what I mean? And then it's Erykah Badu. Like, niggas love Erykah Badu.
Yeah, and then he went out his way. Yeah,
and then
I forgot about that.
10, 15 years later, he go on her. She a whore. I know all the niggas you fuck. It's like, oh, you one of them niggas. Like, that shit sat on your chest and you feel away. You going to Erykah Badu. And you know what happened? The incense that she sells sold out. Like, her tickets sold. That's and that's another thing. You know how I know he's talking about me? Because my numbers go up. Like, the TikTok check go up. Everything goes up. It's so crazy. Like, so I don't know. Like, I mean, do I want to go back and forth for Academics? No. Do I want to wrestle behind the target? No. Like, I'm a woman. That is ridiculous.
That diabetic shock knocking on his door.
That's the craziest part about it. The craziest part about it is that.
Did you not say and give a laundry list of everything that you said about him? Hell, guess what? Even if it's the truth, you still are putting your own spin on it and projecting or paraphrasing something and then the way you paraphrase it, mixed with how you feel about him, mixed with how you feel about the subject, it's all misconstrued. So if you're gonna sit there and talk about somebody all the time and push narratives against them and got a platform, if that person is recanting what you're saying, you need to consider that. You can also sit down and have a conversation, unless, of course, your fucking economics necessarily depend on it, right? She specifically said, every time he's talking about me, my numbers go up. So don't you think if she knows that, maybe she's talking about him on purpose to antagonize him so that her numbers can go up? This is the fuck shit that I be trying to tell y'all. This is that low vibration ass shit. Bitch, you come for me, I'm gonna get you. I don't give a fuck when it is. Nigga, you throw a grain of salt at me, I'm finna go throw the whole desert at you.
That you making fun of me about having a stroke,
nigga.
but you're not very healthy. I could see if you were like a healthy guy and you worked out, like, bro, you look a little strokish. I almost want to give you some tips. Because like when your blood pressure go up.
How you don't want to go back and forth and see I got these bitch ass niggas coddling and cradling you so that you'll use them as peons to go ahead and deflect the smoke from academic while you sit back and get to play the victim if he say something else. Get your ass on out of here.
But real high, you'll stroke out. You know what I mean? And that was my thing. I was like stressed out, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say back. I don't feel like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like it's corny to me. Like, but that's what I do want to make clear. I never got on no interview, no nothing, and said that's fucked up. Stop talking about me. I had a stroke, bro. If you want to say haha you had a stroke, that's all on you, bro. The universe sees that. Whatever God you believe in, see that. Your family.
Oh, she's a nasty person. She's nasty and malicious, hiding behind light skin, hiding behind men, everything. She's nasty as fuck. You done said some egregious shit and act like this person ain't got no right to say something back or at least have a fucking conversation to correct your misinformation. You're a nasty bitch. I won't tune in and watch nobody like this. You hear?
See that your mother, see that your father. If you okay with that, you okay with that, my nigga. I didn't say that. I said it make it corny, just me being a comedian and bitten. Yeah. Like making it a funny thing. Like I can't even laugh at what you saying or say, oh damn, he got me, or that was a good one, or nothing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And I did talk about him first. The crazy thing about it is when he
and you talked about him first. This bitch is crazy. Again, mostly women run the internet and they go along with this other bullshit.
Thought I was talking about him. I've been talking about him. I've been talking about him for years and years.
You're not a victim at this point in time. You've been talking about it for years and you need to be doxxed, swatted, or whatever, mental health check or something. Because why is you obsessed with this dude and act like he ain't got the right to correct the fuck shit that you said about him? That's what's wrong with y'all. Rather it's me or rather it's this woman, DJ Academics, who I don't fuck with. I think he's disgusting and deplorable and need to be off the internet for what he did to that 15-year-old little boy who was an underage minor. Okay, he's not 18, he's underage, and you try to groom him. But I gotta keep it a beam when it comes to Mona. Like, this is what you're doing. This is what you're saying. I can't blame a motherfucker coming from me if I'm saying some shit. Just correct it if you want to address it straight up. You ain't gotta attack my character. Motherfuckers don't like to do that shit. That she's a problem. She's part of the problem and why the internet is so fucking toxic and there's no solutions. And again, to me, it just feels like this is how she grew up. She grew up ghetto, low vibration, and everybody's still under generation of curses because nobody don't like to have conversations on.
And I just wasn't a fan of it. Like going viral, yelling at the bitches, like that shit
Fresh
corny.
and Fit podcast was the first time you been
Fresh
saying
and
something.
Fit, like I don't know. He's not my cup of tea. I can't even say I'm not his cup of tea because I'm sure the nigga don't know really nothing about me. You know what I mean? Plus,
bitch, I know everything about you and drag you and teach you what it feels like to fuck with people. He don't know nothing about you, but you playing with a whole bunch of factual allegations about him, though. And so you don't want nobody to know nothing about you. Or if they do, they turn into narcissists and get your family and everybody involved in it to lie for you so that you can keep on acting like you solid on the fucking internet. Bitch, go jump off a bridge is what it's giving. You're fucking delusional. People like this should not have no power, no privilege, no platform on the internet. You're a fucking liar. Your stands and have you, like you said earlier in this video, you make the most money by fucking with this man. Leave him alone. Fuck wrong with you? Like, stay fixated on people because it's a bag or it gets you the most attention that you ever got in your ugly ass life, motherfucker.
Niggas like him think bitches like me deserve to be hurt. He's that type of person, like women that stand up for themselves and like, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to get punched in my face and beat the fuck up and you know what I mean? Them the niggas in the you see a nigga in the comment, I wonder the video be some random nigga punching a bitch on the train. This nigga be in the comments like, I wonder what she said to him. Them type niggas like, I ain't on that red cup and so all that. Like them type niggas hate me. I knew.
You are a poor example to speak up for women who are victims of domestic violence or crimes. You the type of woman that somebody probably end up punching you in the face. Like you just said right before you flipped it and try to act like you're not down with niggas that do that shit to bitches like you for running your motherfucking dick beaters online. I didn't say it, she said it. She talking about me and somebody that love me or me run up and punch in your motherfucking face. I want the picture in the video. I want it, and I'm gonna feel better, and I'm gonna feel like that's what you get for stealing clout and playing with people online. That's what the fuck you get. The fuck up out of here. What if he now you the victim because of all the shit that you did? What if you posted his deceased relatives and that it said something about your punk ass family or some shit like that? Now you the victim. That's the least that he can do is clap back and troll you back, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I hate people like this. I will not be tuning into her. She is very problematic and she is a part of the toxic culture of the internet that's just totally unproductive, and she should not have a fucking platform to be fixated on one individual and act like that man don't have the right to defend himself by clapping back at your motherfucking ass or doing the same egregious shit that you done did to him. Fuck you.
That since Barstool. Some men don't believe I deserve protection. Some men don't even believe I deserve a healthy chance at life. Because you know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is.
Look how evil you are. Like, you are a human being. There's men, there's women, white, black, Asian. People feel this way about. You don't get the right to hide behind a black woman card. Because I'm pretty sure when the police stop you, you turn on your white voice, Dorothy Dandridge.
But where I'm from, that's how it goes. Shit. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Fuck.
Mind you, I only had one stroke. I had a bunch of seizures.
Yo,
like,
stop.
I'm just saying.
Cut it out.
And people hate that about me, that I'll be that honest.
Like, wonder why you had them motherfuckers. Wonder why it's a population of people that don't feel bad for Wendy Williams. Who gives a fuck, okay? Anyways, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You guys, I'm about to segue into the Chrisean rock content. Remember, I do have a link pinned. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the comment section below. If anybody that feel like I'm a hater of Chrisean or want to add value to the most recent trending things with Chrisean, which is her continuously denying professional help for her child, you guys can click the link and come onto the platform, adding value to this particular segment or anything else that I talked about. From Chrisean, we're going to get into Tina Knowles. From there, we're going to talk about dog-ass niggas like Futures, get political a little bit here and there, and then we're going to get out of here. So by the time I start politics, the ice and a little bit of alcohol in your cup, it's only, the ice been melted and it's time to wind down. And pay your favorite content creator for the support, okay? But for now, let's take a quick break before we get into Chrisean. Click the link if you have anything that you want to add to Chrisean Rock or any opposition to any piece of content that I gave. Specifically, like what I was talking about with the lady earlier, dealing with Lil Boosie. Anyways, let's take a quick break and I'll be right back.
Play that shit on TNT. Turned to a mess, and now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to stand on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you, and you took that shit for granted. Now you lost me, and now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me, and now I'm just reminiscing. I'm just staring at our pics. I thinking back, and now I realize you wasn't shit. My whole family told me you need to watch out for that little bitch. I didn't listen, and I was here. I really went out to Cali just to upgrade you. turned to a mess. And now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to spend on you. I wanna win on you, I was always there for you. And you took that shit for granted, now you lost me. And now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you, you wasn't real with me. 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 You wasn't there for me. I kept it real. And you see how it feel. I was always there for you.
Rest in peace, Cr1tiKal, aka Ronnie Doe, who was slain outside of his grandmother's house on February 3rd, 2025. There's a couple of theories, such as he was involved with gang activities or the trade of illegal substances in the streets, and it was street related while he was unalive. There's also a theory that people connected to, rather directly or indirectly, to Chrisean Rock had something to do with his death. There's a current active open investigation in Anne Arundel, which is exactly where Chrisean is living right now, with a man named Sean Malone, who is alleged to be her biological father, even though the public believes the biological father is Arthur Malone. There's a whole trail of information that connects Chrisean to government officials, to lawyers and police that can actually help her hide certain things that she do. So many people speculate that Chrisean has something to do with Cr1tiKal's unalivement. Now, and if that is true, it relates to Cr1tiKal fight for paternity over Chrisean Jr. Top Flight slid him in the mall when he went and pulled up and said that was his son. He also was seeking to file a paternity test, a paternity case, and have it served to Chrisean. Unfortunately, he did not get the chance to file that paternity case because he did not know how to fill out the paperwork the proper way, nor was anybody related to him, like his family, was in support of that because they just did not want any attachment to Chrisean. Now that he has been unalived, despite the fact that the public knew he was fighting to claim paternity of Junior, I believe that Ronnie's family does not want anything to do with Junior simply because of Chrisean. The same reason why Blueface and Carlissa them said the same thing, etc. Now, Chrisean sat down with the Puerto Ricans at the Danza Report on her birthday, the day she flew all the way to Miami on a first class like she's a celebrity to stalk Blueface to see him get knocked out. Literally knocked out of the ring on her birthday. People speculate that she was poking dolls and shit to make sure that it happened. I don't know. She had Junior on live stream because Blueface was in Miami, and now she went to Miami for her birthday. We didn't see no real celebration. We just seen her spending up all the Zeus money check. No matter how much money you give Chrisean, she always pull up to be a lot lizard. If anything she managed to keep is that dirty jewelry around her neck, but she can't keep a roof over her head. She's currently living on a blow-up mattress in Sean Malone's house in Anne Arundel, with Suey in the side corner, getting all of these gifts from people from all over the world. And what she don't like, you can tell she don't like it. She smiled and fake like she like it and gave it to her slow sister to Rain. That was them ugly ass red Rain boots. Anytime she get a book, a toy, or anything to improve Junior's life, she get mad, she throw it and she break it up and she get mad as shit. But if you send her some money, diamond earrings and all this other stuff, she will gladly take it and appreciate it, while continuously concealing Junior's disabilities. Right now, I was around this baby 3 times in my whole life, literally. Not like half an arm's length. The baby literally was right next to me 2 or 3 times. So I did not look at the baby. I did not do any of that because people frightened me online saying that Junior has mental health, not mental health, but physical health problems like autism, Cr1tiKal syndrome, etc. And so I was scared to even engage with the baby. He was very small, so I'm already scared of babies anyways, let alone people talking about he got a mental health, physical condition. Over a year ago, Chrisean actually came live and said that Junior is walking and talking and reading. But she recently said on the Danza Report that every morning she get up and Junior read books. She said Junior read books. Whatever 2-year-old that's just sitting there reading books is quite spectacular. So when she said that the other day that she get up with him reading books, I know that's a lie. And then, a year ago she said he's walking and talking and you couldn't tell the rockheads nothing. They were just smoking that good ass crack. And they said that we're lying and Donat is a hater and he's walking. And I really don't try to focus in on that. And I try to keep my foot off of her neck, but it just keep on hitting it like it's a gas pedal. And so, this is a clip that recently went viral. Shout out to Chrisean updates on X. Chrisean takes her doctor advice and gets a colon cleanse to make weight for her fight. The same way she sat there and took her doctor's advice or called the hospital when she was breathing heavy on the Deshae Frost stream, but she can't get Junior no type of help. I'm surprised Junior is still here. He is a fighter. Y'all remember when he was wheezing and sit in the back seat of the car when she was driving, busting donuts, and Junior ain't even have a seatbelt on, let a car seat. I'm sorry, Rockheads. The car seat he had was the top part of the stroller, which has no security. So he might as well have no car seat, no seatbelt on, no nothing. And she was pulling donuts while he was back there wheezing and sick as a dog. She was on the beach. First she wanted to become a pro surfer. Then, she went out there and figured out she had to learn how to swim first. And now she want to become a pro wrestler. Ain't gonna get knocked out, or is the fight fixed or not?
He upstairs like this.
Hey man, you ready to take that jacket off? Meet this. Can I get a kiss? You love your mommy? You love you too? You wanna get down, huh? Come on. Let's go walk. We're gonna walk in the park.
What you just did was no different than Blueface calling him Charles Bark, the girl. And they say the white folks been on you from TikTok. Now you got this white person over here on you. Oh, bitch, you definitely finna go down. Okay, if niggas sign petitions to get them white folks in your life and you making videos bragging about us niggas, keep calling CPS. Call them. Okay, cool. Now the white folks clocking your motherfucking team. When them cracker get on the phone to call them, they gonna be like me. They get the DNA blood test sample and figure out that shit real or fake or not.
But what is a crime, at least should be, is the way that she handled her pregnancy. Chrisean Rock loved to party. I say loved like it's past tense. I'm sure she still currently does. But while she was pregnant, she still didn't let that stop her. It wasn't an obstacle. She didn't pump the brakes because she's pregnant. She still went hog wild, partying, drinking, and smoking while pregnant. And this was shown multiple times on camera, just shamelessly drinking and smoking while pregnant, which everybody knows is really bad for the baby.
Because we all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff. Why are you lying?
Bring the flute out and real like that. Ladies, one more time.
You see that?
It's just one short compilation, but a lot of these clips go on longer of her drinking even more. And this is only what's been caught on camera. I can only imagine how often off camera she was also smoking and drinking. It's fucking terrible. And it's not like she didn't know. She even had that clip in there where she's like, it's alright, I can just abort the child, not gonna hurt me. Fucking evil mindset. Like, what? Right. She couldn't stop herself from smoking and drinking while pregnant. She did have the child, and this September he will be 3 years old. He still cannot walk or talk, and it seems like also has a hard time just sitting up on his own without assistance supporting him. It is heartbreaking. It is actually heartbreaking. And I don't know why what she's done isn't just full-blown child abuse. Like, I don't know how that's not just a crime. Like, it's all just right out there in the open. Like, it's not a secret. People extremely close to her have just point-blank said that she has smoked and drank throughout her pregnancy. They've said it a couple of times. It's just so fucking unhinged. And now, she just did an interview, and it's the reason why I'm even yapping about it outside of just streams where I've talked about it loosely. She did an interview where she's now denying that her child has a disability and says that, the doctors are wrong, the doctors don't know, which to me says that she's not even willing to get this child the assistance that he is likely going to need going forward. She then snapped back saying that her son does not have a disability. He's developing at his own pace. Then, in a minute here, I'll show you the clip where she starts making a mention of, doctors, how you can't believe a doctor when they're speaking ill on your child, that kind of thing. I'm really, really hoping this child gets the care that he needs. I am not convinced that Chrisean Rock is a good mother to this child at all. It still, to me, feels as though she's solely interested in her own career as opposed to trying to help her son to the best of her abilities, and it seems like she's already toying with the idea of depriving him of this medical care that he may require in the future.
And like that's what I'm saying. Like black folks, a lot of us don't like to listen into white folks co-sign everything that we're saying, you know, or black people tell the truth and then nobody really take action or care about it until the white folks say some shit. This almost like Diddy. We solved the crimes that he didn't even get caught for years ago, and now the white folks, the FBI, and all don't want to make a case out of it. Same thing with Chrisean. Oh yeah, CPS coming to get that baby. They looking at the interviews, and that white man right there, that man got millions of followers. That's the biggest content creator I ever seen talk about you, and he's white, girl, and he's white. So why you think I gotta clean up my act so when they come and find me, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But anyways, that's some business tip. On a side note, like he's saying the same thing we all have said. Rockheads, you can't help that. Y'all done attack my friend Salone platform. Y'all done did that over there. You gonna attack him? This man got over 1 million views on just that video on X in less than 24 hours. You want to trend, you want to be viral, you want to do interviews. The Dancer Report can never have that guy's reach. But people's ears are out there, eyes are out there as well. This man just didn't wake up and say that I'm going to compile this and just talk about Chrisean. This man talked like he's been watching for a very long time. Watch you go viral, watch you trend, and now he's giving a well-rounded opinion based on everything he saw and everything everybody else saw with you, sweetheart. You did this. Chrisean is bad for the black community. Want me to tell you why? Because she give black people a false sense of hope through this whole bullshit ass Christianity. She sat down on the Dancer Report and said, if you got a check for me, I'm going to go in this direction. They paid her to talk about she's a Christian gospel rapper because she did some of the worst shit possible. She's paid money. Yahweh is not finna be on the billboards. She's paid to do that, to maintain a narrative and to be this ideology. She's like, they say she connected to the police. I feel like Chrisean is a CIA agent. Fucking up y'all children's head is what she's doing. Ain't no way in hell you can commit the most deadliest crimes and sins against a child and not hold yourself responsible at all and then run to the church and act like everything is okay. And I say she's a CIA agent to keep people believing in the church, believing that y'all too who have made the same mistakes go to the church. And I feel like that's why she's supported. She's supported by a lot of y'all with that same ideology. As long as we can run to the church, everything is fucking okay. And then you go to the black churches, which is indoctrinated by the evangelist Christians. And the evangelist Christians believe is pro-Israel, and anything you say against them is anything. And then it goes back to Zeus Network being a platform that is owned by Israel. Chrisean Rock is a part of the devil system, here to fuck up y'all programming, y'all kids and everything. She's not a good mama, and I put that on my motherfucking mama. Beyonce, you know, they say 50 Cent said you done jumped over tables and shit to come out to him when two grown men was talking. When did you gonna come out here and finally speak up for your own motherfucking mama? Cause see, nobody would be in Mama Tina's face if they ain't mad at you selling them high-ass, cheap-ass fucking products for off the cuff, all these high-ass, cheap, high-ass tickets. You know, black people in the nosebleeds can't even get close to you motherfuckers, expect gold, okay? If your mama was out here selling a cup, a gumbo soup that they say tastes like beef ramen noodles soup, she needed to put some gold flakes, some caviar, some of that bit for $25. Because Beyonce, they feel like them going over there to eat from Mama Tina is like eating from your plate or eating something that you grew up on. And they said it ain't clocking. They feel like your mama's the pretty Sanderson sister out here putting spells on people. And that's why they shut her the fuck down. But before they did, niggas went out there. They just come support a black owned business. See, the problem is it's black owned, but you ain't got no white folks working for you. Wonder why Tidal was black owned, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and all the white folks was working for them. When you go to hiring niggas or doing it yourself, other niggas gonna come and tear you the fuck down.
Oh my gosh! Mama Tina! Oh my gosh, queen! You look so beautiful! You are a baddie. Exactly, queen. Is Beyonce performing? You know she performing. Yes, you do. Mama Tina, is Beyonce performing tonight? Yes, she is, darling. You're so beautiful. You be at Frenchie's. We was at Frenchie's. I got I got your order, queen. You be at Frenchie's. They be like, they said, Mama Tina coming here. We can't do too much when she comes because she a freak queen. So what's your order, queen? Oh, exactly. Exactly, queen.
Look, I sound like the lady from Waiting
Yes. A little. My last question, so we go to Morehouse, so do you think that you could do a visit up there and like speak to Spelman in Morehouse?
I would love to.
With Rock Nation. You would? You do clock that tea? Exactly, Mama Tina.
And did all that to sell a $25 bowl of gumbo that these bitches are saying is not here.
From 1 to 10, I'll give it about a 5. I think mine tastes better than this.
That girl says she is not finna give her money to a luau. And I believe her because she got an accent, so I know she know what she talking about.
Child, look at that little boy. Look, first of all, this is fake.
Believe her because she got an accent.
Get on up out of there. As much candy as you eat all that, you'll eat anything, motherfucker. She would have dropped a little sugar in there, you'd have been happy.
Well, I know she know what she talking about.
Stop playing with people. Now this is fake.
Everybody who ate Tina Knowles gumbo, this gumbo, the reason why y'all sick is because y'all don't know what the fuck she put in that damn gumbo. And see, if you know anything about Luo, you know that they last for 101 days. The curse lasts for at least 101 days. That means whatever the fuck going on with y'all stomach right now, you finna feel that shit for the next 2, 3, 4 months. And what's crazy is that y'all ran out there to buy this gumbo just because Tina Knowles' name is behind it. Talking about, oh, we might be eating human remains, but 16 to 18 hours to make gumbo. And yes, you do not eat gumbo. You don't cook gumbo in the heat. You just don't do that. Anybody who's cooked gumbo should know that. And why would a woman that's otherwise wealthy be out here selling $25 cups of gumbo? Do y'all even use y'all brain sometimes before y'all just run out here and try to, because y'all want to be a part of something?
She's selling a $25 cup of gumbo at a rodeo. And everything is higher at the carnivals and the rodeos. That's number one. And number two, I honestly kind of feel bad for her. And it's not just the gumbo. It's like this is the first actual product that we've seen Beyonce or somebody close to Beyonce sell that actually gives the public direct access to them while consuming that product. You know, Beyonce, we got to pay thousands, hundreds of dollars to, you know, watch people. Y'all gotta have people about y'all baby ass kids. You gotta spend some gas money. You gotta spend money on parking. You gotta go there in an outfit. Y'all motherfucker dress up like y'all going to see Black Panther. To a Beyonce concert, you gotta dress up. So this is an investment people are making. And then when you get there, you got so many security, different levels and stages, and everybody that go there, they really wish that they can just touch whoever. Listen, yes. Bitch, if I go see you, I want to touch you or feel fulfilled when I leave. And Beyonce, she only released merchandise around tax season when people getting their taxes back and shit like that. That's what Rock Nation and Jay-Z. They never release nothing when niggas are broke. They release it when black people got the most motherfucking money. And you done bought the ticket and now you got to wait a year to go to Renaissance 3. And ain't seen their music video. Don't know if it's rock and roll. Don't know if it's pop. Don't just buy it. Jay-Z and Beyonce. People gonna go and flock and buy it. You got no choice but to like it because you can't get no refund by the time you cash in on the tickets. And then when you look up, you're broke. Pull doubles and all this shit just to go and see Jay-Z and Beyonce. So the first time we see there's an actual product out there sponsored by, supported by someone within the Jay-Z Beyonce network, obviously it's going to get heavily criticized, okay? It's going to get heavily criticized like any other product that they release, especially this one, because this one is food, okay? You can put a little bit too much salt or a little less salt and have the same ingredients as another motherfucker, and they're going to say it's nasty. This is food. This is very opinionated, and you're selling it to black people from the place that you come from and thinking that they're going to support you. So there's a lot of lessons to be learned in this. Mama Tina's restaurant got shut down because some obese bitch blamed all of her health problems on Mama Tina. Health department went there and they threw away the gumbo. They did all of that, okay? They said no more, little tiny crab knuckle inside ramen noodles swimming shit. Y'all want some gumbo? I can make it better than Tina Knowles. Yes, indeed. And if y'all was going there and these reactions to them eating the food are actual authentic, I don't see how Matthew Knowles stayed at all, let alone cheat on her. He had to go to another bitch house to eat. And it's bad when your own grandchild come up out here and give you a 7. Now, if your grandchild or Beyonce or them come out here and say a 7, it means a 2 or a 3. If they say a 10, it means a 5. You understand what I'm saying?
They say, have you had your grandma gumbo yet?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so what would you rate it 1 out of 10?
I'd give it like an 8.
So why you ain't bring me none? Damn,
because we in Atlanta. I'm all right. I eat like a kid. So
okay, me too. I just
chicken
now
tenders.
expanded my taste buds.
Listen, chicken tenders, pizza, fried catfish. That's all I eat.
That's it?
That's it, every day.
So
I just work out.
Your favorite food is catfish and shit.
Fried catfish.
Wait, you work out?
I play basketball. They're not like.
They say, have you had your grandma gumbo yet?
Yeah.
He gonna be a mess. He's gonna be the one to ruin the whole family. And I talked about it the other day, how he released Scott Jackson pictures playing with her when she was underage. But anyways, I ain't really gonna get too much on him because ain't no telling what's going on with him. He do look like first of all, he's over the age of 18, so he's an adult and he's able to be criticized. Now that's the first and last time I'm gonna say that now. If Beyonce want to come out here and defend anybody, you better defend your motherfucking mama. Fuck wrong with you. Happy birthday, mama. Fuck one of you niggas up by playing with my mama. And Beyonce ain't got that built in her to come out here and defend her own mama, but want to sell products to us. Next, social media reacts to Future purchasing 28 Chanel bags at once. 28 Chanel bags. And they all look the same, like you're giving them to 28 different people. Hey, what holiday coming up? Mother's Day, Christmas, what is going on with you purchasing 28 Chanel bags like a bitch ass nigga? 28 Chanel bags can purchase for your son's tuition. And Harriet says, meanwhile, another man took his son on a college tour because he's an absent father's priorities. And I do want to take my hat off to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the fucking stepdad. Like, I feel like if Russell Wilson gets hurt and cannot play football anymore, that nigga need to become the new George Foreman or something. Like, I will buy products from him because he represents a father figure the right way. He's taking on someone else's child, nigga, because of the woman that he loves. I rock with Russell Wilson. But first of all, I think it's because I really, really love Ciara, and he's he used to be better at playing football, but, he's still in there, still doing his thing at an elite level. But I really rock with Russell for doing that because, my dad was Pop when I was a kid. I had a stepdad that did not do these things for me. So when I look at Russell Wilson, he can actually be the face of what so many young black boys are missing, a father figure, rather setting examples for people to father, putting his name, attaching it to a product. He's heavily involved with the youth and the communities. My whole thing is he's involved with the youth and stuff, like going to the white folks, but you're not really investing in uplifting the black kids, the motto black kids, besides Future, which is Future's son. Maybe that's enough, but people in Russell Wilson's situation, as rich as he is, as beautiful as his family is, as much of a role model he is, I would like to see more people like that go and give back to the minority communities. Even if that's the only time you go back, right? You can't forget what you come from. But then again, that's not Russell's actual background. is more so like Future, and he is continuously being a deadbeat. No matter how much money he has, how much or anything, he's still gonna be a deadbeat. Priorities are all out of whack. What grown man gonna keep Chanel bags? Do they even gain value over time, or is that the Hermes? Which ones? You know, is he tricking? A trick, just like Glorilla Daddy, and tricked off all his goddamn pension. Next thing you know, Future Junior gonna come out there bitch begging for $2,500. Moving on, let's get political. We are definitely towards the end of the show, so if you want to support the channel, you can do it right now. Cash App is $.007. Support me by following me on Twitch. It's very, very important. I know a lot of y'all did not. Where you been at? I get these messages every single day. Twitch, come to Twitch, okay? Twitch.tv/TheNotPOV. Download it on your TV and rock out with me. Link is pinned above over there on the other platform on Twitch, okay? I need some gifted, some subscribers, some bits and everything. And I know y'all waiting for the weekend, but I think I probably just take a break. I don't know. I want to do what I want to do. Let y'all miss me a little bit. And let's see what type of content they can come up with in my absence to let you know I'm the nigga and I'm the plug and I'm the source. And the motherfucker's not finna drain me like Dracula. Anyways, prayers up. A 500-pound California man is on life support after being rescued from 15-foot construction hole he was trapped in.
Where crews are working to rescue
and I'm like, is this AI?
a person stuck in a confined space.
Back to Gil Davis and Sky 5. Gil, what can you tell us?
Well, for the first time, John and Sam were seeing the man.
That's why he said he said, Skyfire, Gail, what can you tell us? And then a white man went to talking.
And coming out of the hole here, I'm going to come out to a wider shot as the man above him,
like a deep fried turkey out there, bitch.
Rescuer, the confined space rescuer there, went down twice into the hole to secure the man and get him harnessed up. Now they are pulling him up, and they're going to get him on a gurney here in a short time here. But you can see a very difficult rescue here for the LA County firefighters that are on scene. This all started about 1:13. That's when they got the call, the man that fell in the hole about 15 feet down. Now the good news is he was been alert and talking the whole time to the rescuers, and so now they're going to take him to the hospital.
So 500 pounds and fell 15 feet down. Bitch, them legs, the body, the imploded on itself. Like, this is fucking AI.
Hospital quickly to evaluate him, but great job by the LA County.
And did y'all see the arms? You literally picking up 500 pounds by a rope with some bitch. Them psychics is done.
Fire, urban search and rescue team, and the confined space rescue members here as they just pulled that man from that hole.
Where crews are working to rescue a person stuck.
Okay, look how they got his arms. Like, this is real. Them arms carrying 500 pounds. The head, look how the head is built up like he dead in that bit. No movement, none of that. This can't be real.
Being lifted out. You can see the image right there, hoisted from that 15-foot construction.
This is ABC 7?
Such a difficult situation. You can see the manpower involved to get this victim out. What we don't know, Colleen, is how this person fell into that construction hole. But quickly, for the past 2 hours, rescuers got on scene, including LA County Fire. Again, reportable information here. This was a estimated to be 500-pound man who fell into that hole. His condition right now, unclear, but he is on a stretcher. They are hoisting him.
Hell nah, bitch. I'm finna be like Donald Trump. The fake news. ABC 7 posting something like this. Listen, they gearing up for something bigger. The news is playing with y'all with AI. That ain't no difference to seeing a big ass bitch eat a whole king crab leg with the shell on it and one motherfucking bite. If you ask me. That's AI. I don't care who reported and what logo they done slapped over it. I can go and get the ABC 7 logo and post this shit too. Where's the credible source? They faking the news. You're going to have to use common sense these goddamn days. They are literally pulling a wool over our eyes, and so many people are sitting there believing it because of ABC 7 is plastered on it. It ain't no different than the people putting TMZ on the goddamn Diddy pictures from inside the court, and them weren't even the real pictures. Using people name, logo, brand to frill AI. Fuck wrong with you. I can't believe anybody ever fell for that goddamn shit. It's absolutely ridiculous. AI is a mother. Donald Trump has been going crazy on Truth Social, talking about how he done won the war and done blew up other shit. And I say that bitch is just as delusional as Summer from Baddies. And, you know, these journalists and stuff, it's a wonder why we ain't getting these reports about what's really going on. Scary. A journalist and cameraman nearly struck by missile while reporting on Israel strikes on Lebanon. Not them finna unalive y'all motherfuckers in real time. You out there reporting what?
The border, including the Al-Marj outpost opposite Merkabah, and carried out drone strikes on the Al-Raheb site near Aitar al-Shab. Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted.
Yeah, that was a targeted missile. The missiles are not just random. They targeted. They targeted it, and they intended for the missile to miss him by a little bit, or just land in a way to where they knew the explosion behind it wouldn't really affect them. They did it to send a goddamn message, and I feel like this man is on it to scare any news reporters from coming out there. Remember what happened in Palestine, right? In Gaza, all the reporters was posting that shit on Instagram, on TikTok. Then next thing you know, Oracle, owned by Larry Ellison, bought TikTok, and I bet you won't see no shit posted about what is going on with the war over in the Middle East because Israel controls TikTok. You don't see that shit posted. So any journalists out there that think that they're going to be reporting on this shit, your life is in danger is what they say. And this man knows it. And this man is just an actor fueling and propagating this narrative to let y'all know, don't take your motherfucking ass over there. They got bombs and shit. They're going to do a missile strike on you the same way they did him and the motherfucking people over there in Iran.
The scale of the Nakba. This is the forced displacement of 1 million people, which remains a war crime.
Oh.
And also we have to say that attacking journalists is...
That's got to be AI, how fast that car went.
A war
and he didn't flinch.
Crime attacking civilians.
Hold on, this got to be AI. What human being in their right mind is standing that close to the road and a car come by like that bitch doing 200 miles and you don't flinch, your shirt don't move from the wind, you don't get no recoil, and the camera don't shake? This is fake.
Infrastructure is a war crime, but if they think that they're going to silence us, if they think that we're going to stay out of the field, they're very, very much mistaken. And bigger than the scale of the Nakba. This is the forced displacement of 1 million people, which remains a war crime.
It's giving fake to me. I don't see how you can stay so calm. Like, I know how to take backgrounds and cars moving and stuff and plop myself in there on a green screen. I know how to create content like this. I do. I've known how to do it for years. Y'all don't see that with the naked eye. Like, why is this man standing in the middle of the road? This is not even a sidewalk. He's standing in the middle of a road in a traffic lane at that, while the other cars are in the other traffic lane just zooming past you and not blowing at you to get the fuck out the road.
I guess so. Yeah, well, you've probably all seen the footage of the airstrike that took place in Sur district as we were reporting on the destruction of a bridge. We've been treated in hospital for our injuries. I had a shrapnel wound in my arm, deeply embedded in the muscle here. That's been taken out, and here it is in this pot here. But what I do want to say is that this was a deliberate, targeted attack on journalists. There's no mistake about it. This was an Israeli precision strike from a fighter jet. What we were doing was we were reporting on the attacks on bridges, which is effectively severing South Lebanon from the rest of the country. 1 million people now internally displaced. This is the real story. It's not about us coming under attack as journalists. What we're seeing now.
And both of his arms are banned up from a strike, and he had to go to the hospital after a missile strike almost hit him. And usually what happens when these missiles come, to make sure that people are no longer surviving, what they do is they strike the hospitals and the schools. But you want us to believe that you was able to go to a hospital, get immediate care, get some metal removed out of your arm, no blood, no swelling in both of your arms, by the way, not your back, just both of your arms, and no nothing else. There's no swelling. I mean, you're white, so with these bandages, even if it's a wound underneath there, we don't see any discoloration that's saying that there's some type of swelling or some type of abrasion or injury to those arms. So to me, it just feels like you're putting tape on your arm. you're just I don't know what's going on, and for a big ass missile to hit that close to you and you just dive and the camera do something and the only thing that you say is fuck, oh my gosh, like, and then you move right before the missile strike is giving CGI, if you ask me.
And what we were reporting on is this plan for Israel to ethnically cleanse the south of Lebanon. This is
so they're scaring any journalists from all around the world. Don't go there. Don't come here. Don't worry about what we're doing over in Lebanon. We're going to do it regardless. And if you come over here thinking that you're going to report on it,
border, including the Al-Marj outpost opposite Merkabah, and carried out drone strikes on the Al-Raheb site near Aitar al-Shab. Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and
Okay, so this man did not look up at all. He didn't look up and see the drone. It just was a sound effect that could be automatically inserted wherever you wanted to insert it at. Like I can do sound effects right here too.
I said, God, get
And it feels like, somebody is orchestrating and telling you to move at this certain time because this is going to happen. It's no difference than Don Lemon busting up in a motherfucking church and got all the evidence where he done told people that it was planned and organized, but now want to say not guilty. Y'all bitches worse than Justly Smutley. If you ask me, this shit is fake, faking and fake. Let me tell you something. So as long as my black ass and my motherfucking family is good, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't know why Candace Owen is saying, Charlie Kirk is Professor Xavier from X-Men schools and magic component powers and everybody and all this shit, and that he was so important to take out in order for them to do this war on Iran. And so many people coming out here with it, okay? These Labusa allegations all the way to the white folks running their mouth and selling out. Nick Fuentes crashing out on Donald Trump saying, get your ass up out of there. And you know they all monkeys, and you know these monkeys gonna do monkey see, monkey do.
Have you took a good look at a monkey?
Monkey see, monkey do.
A monkey got thin lips. Take a good look at a monkey.
So it's just like
monkey got light eyes. Take a good look at a monkey. A monkey got straight hair. Take a good look at a monkey. I thought I saw a monkey on a skateboard the other day.
It's monkey see, monkey do.
I saw Planet of the Apes. I ain't seen none of us in it. I saw just white folks in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it's like these narratives that's being pushed and fueled. It's just like, for what and who's leading them? Can I get an amen or whatever? Anyways, breaking the head of U.S. counterterrorism implies that Israel unalived Charlie Kirk. Joe Kent just implied that Israel is behind Charlie Kirk's assassination. Charlie Kirk was against the war in Iran. Our TPSU supports
it. He was killed publicly in a very horrific way, and we're not really even allowed to look into that at all. And Charlie Kirk was one of President Trump's closest advisors, and he also advocated heavily against a war with Iran. He was in the Oval Office in the lead up to the 12-day war. I wasn't particularly close with Charlie. He was very gracious to me when I was running for Congress, very, very supportive. So we knew each other. And the last time I saw Charlie Kirk on this earth was in June in the West Wing in the stairway. And I said hi to him, and he looked me in the eye, and he said very loudly, and it's a small, you've been in the West Wing, it's small, it's a tight space. And he said, Joe, stop us from getting into a war with Iran. Very loudly.
He was single-minded.
And he walked off, and he went, I believe, into the Oval. So when one of President Trump's closest advisors, who is vocally advocating for us to not go to war with Iran and for us to rethink at least our relationship with the Israelis, and then he's suddenly publicly assassinated, and we're not allowed to ask any questions about that. It's a data point. It's a data point that we need to look into.
What do you mean when you say we're not allowed to ask any
Cr1tiKal.
questions about that?
We've been told that this individual, Robinson, is a lone gunman, and maybe he is. But the investigation that I was a part of, the National Counterterrorism Center was a part of, we were stopped from continuing to investigate. And the FBI will say that they stopped that because they wanted to turn everything over to the Utah state authorities. Everything's going to trial. It's very, very sensitive. But there was still a lot for us to look into that I can't really get into. But there was still linkage for us to investigate that we needed to run down. And I'm not making any conclusions. I'm not saying
I don't think you are.
Because of this happened. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying there's unanswered questions. We know the pressure because of the text messages that have been made public that Charlie was under a lot of pressure from a lot of pro-Israel donors. And again, we know Charlie was advocating to President Trump against this war.
And pro-Israel donors are pretty much AIPAC contracts that is in every business and every institution just about here in America, honestly. You know, our presidents, people that are actual presidents like JFK was allegedly taken out due to, you know, him not wanting Israel to lobby in this country. And lobbying means that they get to get corporations, political figures, public figures to invest in their cause and take on their narrative or their ideology and their moral compass in exchange for money without regulation. Israel is the only country that can do that here in America. And Charlie Kirk, fast forward in 2025, has Turning Point USA, which is the largest Republican voter database in history, belonging to one nonprofit organization, Turning Point United States, okay? Allegedly, Charlie Kirk was one of the girls. Candace Owens know it. She's allegedly married to one of the girls, too, because, you know, for whatever purpose and reason, Erica Kirk, you know, with her extensive history, coming from a pageant, ties in Romania, connected to school and kids and Epstein, allegedly, just, you know, painted this beautiful picture to Charlie where she just entered his life and did an interview and they got married and had kids as if that was what she was supposed to do from the start. Like, and a lot of people who live like that, like a lot of celebrities who get with each other, they practice and they follow Kabbalah, and then they align their charts with each other and figure out who is best for them according to the destination and the direction that they're going. It's kind of like that Black Mirror episode where everybody had a social digital currency and you can't talk to nobody else unless they was in your network. Well, Kabbalah practices is like that. There's autobiographies where Donald Trump brags about having a Kabbalah teacher. Kabbalah practices come from Judaism. They practice it heavily, and they are the religion that actually practice Kabbalah teachings beyond the scope of just Christ itself. Christianity was started as a derivative of Judaism. So was Islam. These three Abrahamic religions has caused so much pressure, so much confusion. If you think right versus left in America is confusing, just imagine right versus left, and within those right and left, you got each religion on both sides. It's just an everlasting ball of confusion and ways to entrap you and indoctrinate you into the way of thinking and the way of life. Nicki Minaj just recently went viral and was talking about having some type of neurodiagnosis. And when I looked into it, it says that you process information very differently. And at times you can essentially calculate what people are doing behind closed doors, and when you speak about it, it's almost as if you're predicting the future, because what's done in the dark comes to light, and that's where you get prediction of the future, right? If I was just sitting here thinking about, okay, Denat, you said this during this live stream, this person probably take it and run with it and do this. Okay, I see that happening, and I see them opping up, and I say, oh, I see the future. But it's really just about knowing human psychology. So Kabbalah is like that on crack. Absolutely. And they look at these charts and so forth. And I just spoke about that because Erica Kirk was very, very much involved in that prior to meeting Charlie Kirk. And I don't think Charlie Kirk fully understood what he was getting himself into, and what institution he had, even though he devoutly supported Donald Trump. If the last thing we see him doing is throwing hats in support of Donald Trump, when Trump runs for president, he's going to use Charlie Kirk. He has no usage for him. He's bowed down and kissed the ring. But if Charlie Kirk is, you know, on the fence with Israel, and you have this large political body and you're this larger than life person, in a way, they try to compare Charlie Kirk to Martin Luther King, which is a fucking lie. Let's be clear. He got shot the shit out of talking shit about niggas, and niggas ain't have shit to do with that. Okay. If anything, Charlie Kirk is just like any celebrity or any public figure that spoke out against the powers that be, that spoke out against their institutions and the way that they do business. You know, in Israel's mind, apparently just war is business. War is business. Business is about getting a land. Israel was a people, and then according to the Balfour Declaration in 1949, it became a place and a religion, of course, right? Political rhetoric is too far left and right. So is religion rhetoric. We need to get right with ourselves, Go to places that make you feel whole, make you feel alive. Deal with people that make you feel whole and alive. Okay, it's okay to disagree. It's okay to have a different political opinion than somebody. But respect goes a long fucking way. And in America, I feel like nobody has respect for anybody. And that's why I gotta just fucking escape, nigga. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate you guys. Much love, and I will see you guys.